Hey there, welcome to part 3. So I'm having fun. I've been doing some decoupage, doing some painting. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to jump on here so you can follow along with me. How are you guys today? I am painting with Wise Owl Bowie. It's a really pretty blue. Just waiting. Is anybody there? Hopefully this is a good time for me to pop on because we are going to work with some Saltwash now. And Saltwash is a lot of fun. We do a lot of fun textures and just fun stuff. So I just thought I would start off adding a little bit more of my blue. Hey, you guys are here. Hey, Liz and Anne and Shay. I had to get really close. I guess my eyes are going bad. So funny. So are you guys ready to play with some Saltwash? Have you ever tried Saltwash? It is really cool stuff. I really can't live without it. So, I mean, I could, but I won't. I don't want to, and I don't have to. So there you go. So, hey, Deborah and Anne and Valerie. Hey, Valerie, Val, what's going on? I'm going to play with Saltwash. So Saltwash is a paint texture additive. It's really cool. It's amazing stuff, and it only looks like this. It's just white powder. Can you guys see that? It's just powder, but it's like magical powder because you blend it with your paint or mix it with your paint to whatever texture, whatever consistency you want, and you can do really cool things. So we're going to do some really cool things. There were a million options that I had for the direction that I want to take this piece. I should probably move out of the way. So this is Decoupaged. And hold on, my daughter. It's a standby flight. Okay, I'm still trying to get a flight to Florida. This is Decoupaged. This is paint. It's called Bowie. It's a color. Hi, Melissa. It's a color of a beautiful blue by Wise Owl. And I'm going to add some texture with Saltwash. And I'm going with the colors that are in here. So here's just a little piece of the tissue to give you a little bit more of a close-up. It's different blues, and then there's hints of orange, maybe hints of metallic bronze, gold, just little hints in there, and I just think it's really pretty. This is just a piece I had left over. So I decided I'm going to go with a rust. Move you guys. Boop, 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 boop. This bottom here, I'm going to do in a rust. Gold, yeah, gold. Thank you, Rosemary. The bottom's going to be rust. The top is going to be blue and blended, or blue and texture. That part I haven't figured out yet. You guys can give me ideas if you want. Be fun. But right now we're going to create a rusty orange color. So I need you guys closer. I feel like I can't see you. These are your colors, Melissa? Really? Cool. Okay, so let me show you. Let me get comfortable. Sitting on my knees is not comfortable. Sitting on the bottom is way more comfortable. All right, so my first thing that I have to do is I have to get the color orange that I'm going for. So I thought I would play with two Wise Owl colors. Here's my screwdriver. Two Wise Owl colors and maybe get as close as I possibly can to something that's in there. Okay, so I picked, I know it's backwards, but Madrid. It's a really pretty, that's the back of the can, not that pretty, orange, but too bright. It's too bright, trust me. It doesn't look that bright, it's too bright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to mix it with our dark brown, which is called chocolate. It looks just like chocolate. And hopefully I'm gonna get the right color. And then we're gonna add some salt wash, and then we're gonna start adding some texture. Sound good? Okay. If you are just hopping on, we've been doing this together today. Bowie blue, did some decoupaging. That was, it went really well. I probably did it completely wrong, but I did it, if you can go back and watch the video, I did it the way that I thought would be easiest on camera. And it did. It ended up being it went really well. Like, it's smooth. There's no wrinkles. It worked really well considering, I mean, come on guys. These drawers, oh, I have the wrong screwdriver. Here we go. These drawers have to open. Otherwise, it's not going to be a dresser. So I had to figure out while I was live how to get that done without having any tears or any weird discrepancies going on here. Boom. Came out good. So what I did is I lightly sanded it. After I cut it, I took my, it was right here a minute ago, little spongy pad, and I just sanded the edges really smooth. Came out really good. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Just wanted to catch you up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix the chocolate and the Madrid, and I'm gonna see if I can get close to the color that I'm going for. So I'm just going to dabble some in. Dabble. Yeah, dabbling. I got paint on my arm. Hey, that's what I do. I might as well have it on my arm. And I'm gonna mix it and see if I'm close. I don't think I am. I think that would still be considered brown. I'm going for like a rusty orange. I think it'll be pretty. I know it'll be pretty. I love rust. Okay, I'm gonna get some more. A little bit more. Can you guys see a little bit? It's weird. All of a sudden Facebook has, when I'm going live today, there's what I see, what you guys are seeing, and then there's also the little live square at the bottom where I can see myself twice. Facebook, it's been very different, very wonky for everybody this week, so I don't know what's going on. Changing things up, I guess. But hi Donna, and hi Lisa, and Hey, I'm glad you're here too, Lisa. I'm glad you're watching. I just had a really busy week last week. I was doing a lot of custom work. Did a beautiful hutch for a friend. Did the whole, I'm still mixing. Did the whole dining room. So a table and chairs. And this week was the hutch, and it came out really pretty. I think it came out really pretty. I can't wait to see it all go together. The glass go back in and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna add one more. I'm really close to my, see? I'm close to my rusty color. It's gonna be pretty. Okay, now I've got it. Very cool. I'm gonna put this away so that I don't bump it because I'm gonna be moving around soon. So I had to mix a color that will go with the oranges in here. And now we're going to add the Saltwash. Now, Saltwash is really cool because you add it to your paint, it thickens your paint to the consistency that you want, and it doesn't change the color of it at all. So the powder is white, so you'd think it would lighten up my rust, maybe make it like more of a tan, but it won't change the color. So I love it. All right, so I do not measure. I add it as I like until I figure out the consistency that I'm going for. So I'm just gonna mix it in. This is just one of my little mixing dishes. I try to reuse things as often as I can. And my little stir stick is from one of my ReDesign with Prima transfers. Oh, jeez. It is what it is, guys. Sometimes you make what you can out of nothing. So I'm just mixing it. Now you can go pretty thick, or like that. It's a little runny. Should we go a little thicker? Let's go a little bit thicker. Just gonna add a little bit more. And now I'm gonna put the top on that, so I don't tip that over either. And so how are you guys today? It's getting colder in Chicago. Woohoo! It happened so fast. It's beautiful, the weather, I mean the sun has been shining, not yesterday, most of the time. It's gorgeous out, but I really wasn't ready to be wearing coats. Not yet, but oh well, here we are. You think it's going to be amazing, Sherry? I hope so. I am hoping. We'll see. I mean, it looks really pretty blue and blue, but I want to be a little bit more creative and see what we can do. Plus, I've been wanting to show you guys some Saltwash. I haven't done it in a while. And Saltwash and Wise Owl are definitely partners now. They've pretty much always been, but we can get them to you in the same shipment now, so that's even better. Yeah. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I have a big thick brush, and this was a beautiful Klingon. Still a beautiful Klingon, but I use it for all of my Saltwash texturing because it's so big. It's thick, it's spread out over all the use that it's been getting, but it's perfect. So again, it's just another perfect tool. All right, I'm gonna move you guys over just a bit so that I'm not in your way. So get ready for the ride. Boop, 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 a little bouncy. Right there. I think that'll be good. All right. And what we're gonna do is I'm just going to get some on my brush. A little bit more like that. A little bit more like that. And we're gonna start adding texture from, let's say, the line where my decoupage has gone. Maybe I'll look over here. Okay. You guys can see pretty good, right? Looks pretty good from that angle. I may bring you a little closer. Let's just start. Okay, so there are 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways you can start this, but I'm just going to go right away for the kind of texture that I am wanting to create. So I'm going to go right up to the edge and overlap it slightly. I kind of made it like a wave look, right? And I'm just pouncing, stippling, however you want to call it. And I'm just adding some texture there. Okay, yeah, that looks like a pretty good match on the oranges, on the rust. So what I'm doing is, and I'm paying attention to a little bit of the lip that is right here on the drawer. Of course, I'm going to pull out the drawers when I'm finished with this technique, and every technique, everything that I've done, so in between every process, I always go back and make sure that my drawers are smooth and finished, even on the inside. Okay, but what I'm doing is I'm going right here to the edge and just creating. It's going to look like the bottom half is rusty and the top half, who knows what's going to happen. I just don't know yet. When I'm painting, I usually kind of just let it happen. And I think that's the best way to do it. I mean, I do have a little bit of a plan here and there, but when it's like my piece and I'm just being creative, it's like the sky is the limit. And I like to just let it happen. That's usually when the best things happen too, so I'm counting on that. So that is one way of adding salt wash. And I'm not really going real thick, but watch this. I can, okay? I'm going to grab quite a bit. Now I'm going to bring you closer. You guys just can't see. I mean, you can see, but you can't see any of the texture, so we got to move you. It doesn't matter if you see me or not. There we go. Okay. Oh, that looks, see? Doesn't that look cool? I love that. Love, love, love. I mean, I knew I loved that paper. And then bringing it down into this, it's just super cool. Oh, I just had another idea. See? This is what happens. Okay, so anyway, I'm adding quite a bit to my tortured Klingon. And I call it that because salt wash actually does do quite a number on your brushes. So I would say don't use your Klingon brush for salt wash. I would say use a cheaper brush. Maybe not necessarily a chip brush or anything, but use something where you're not, I mean, these are expensive because they are built to last, and they will. But for me, I mean, this brush will be my salt wash brush for years. So I'm okay with that. All right, here's what I'm going to do because I think this looks really cool. I am going to just do another swash, swish, whatever you want to call it. Hi, Allison. Of this color. And then maybe something else down here. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think that sounds cool? I'd love to hear your ideas. What do you think? Can you see good? So I'm just adding the color that I want, but I'm adding it with texture. Okay, so let's talk about Saltwash a little bit more. You can start with this process too. You can start with this and then you can paint, let it dry. Let the Saltwash dry completely. Okay, it dries really quickly because it dries from the inside out, which is nice. It's always nice to be able to get back onto your next step. But do this, allow it to dry, and then you can actually paint like another color, a lighter color or a darker color over this. And then you can sand it back and this rust color will peek through, which is really cool. Add some dark purple. And I like that idea a lot. What if I did like a, because there is purple right here, what if I did like a purple and the blue, and I'm looking at what other color? Purple, blue, maybe a little bit of turquoise. I don't know if you can see that, but there's some turquoise there. That would be pretty. That would be really pretty. I like that idea. I love purple. Do you guys love purple as much as I do? I don't get to paint with it that often though, but when it's blended with blue, I think it'll still be a very, well, as neutral as a purple can be, right? I hope you guys are at a good angle. I'm really trying. I really like how the decoupage, how I was able to really get it into this molding or whatever you want to call it. I think that came out really neat. All right, I'm liking this quite a bit. I'm sorry I keep moving you around. So if you're just joining me and you haven't followed me before, I am Calle. And I'm in the Chicagoland area, and I'm a Wise Owl retailer. Wait, and I'm a Saltwash retailer. And a Redesign with Prima retailer. And a Decoupaged retailer with Recycled Treasures. Kind of fun. So a little bit of everything. Now I need to come around this side. Do you guys want to, oh, it looks cool from that angle. Sorry I have to move you. But this river of rust has to come around the side too. So I'm going to bring you around with me instead of bringing my dresser, because I didn't put it on wheels today. So you're not going to see, you can't see that it's this. It looks a little, I don't know, just kind of boring. But, hi Steve. You are here, I see you. Okay, so I'm bringing it along the side. With my mixture. My rusty mixture of Saltwash. And I'm just going to bring it all the way up to the top. I don't know. I'm doing it with my left hand now because I can, I guess. Okay. And I'm going to bring it all the way up to this edge. And now I have to do that with my right hand. So again, it depends on how much you fill your brush, how much, let's say, goop you put on there, to how much texture you're going to create. So, do you see that? Probably not really well. I'll do it over here too. But I've got quite a bit of texture right there. And that's going to be really magical when I start adding my other colors and possible glazes and everything. It's just going to really make the magic happen. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm adding quite a bit. Okay, so see the texture I have now? It's cool. It's just not cool enough. Hi, Sarah. So I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to make it come around evenly. Not evenly. Definitely not evenly. I'm not going for anything even right now. But so it's related. And you guys can't see because I didn't move it. Isn't that so cool? What do you guys see? I see like mountains, and my brain is just going so many different directions with these colors. But the purple idea that Anne mentioned is really cool. I really like it. Melissa's saying hi to Sarah. Sarah's saying hi to Melissa. Oh, you guys are cool. Love it. Okay, so I'm just adding it. And it may seem like scary. I don't know. If you haven't seen me work with Saltwash before, this could seem like, what is she doing to that furniture? I'm creating something that's going to be neat. That's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm coming around. I'm back. All right, and without bouncing you around too much, we're just going to add a little bit more over here. What do you guys think? Should I stay with this beautiful blue up here, or is this where the purple should go? We could work on this together. You guys could tell me what you see. I've got some more rust. I don't need to, I can play with it quite a bit more. It's kind of cool too, like, so that we don't see the line of the decoupage, so where the tissue ends and where the paint starts. You can't see that because I'm covering it up. Okay, I'm going to go underneath too, just a little bit, so it all blends in. And of course, I can't see what I'm doing. Hopefully it's good. All right, I really like this. I think it's cool. Definitely unique. So once the hardware goes on there, once I figure out my next step, when you are doing this, here's one tip I want to let you know. Make sure that you're not taking your brush and just dabbing it the same. You're going to end up just getting a whole bunch of circle looking things like this. You want to make sure that you're rotating your wrist when you do it. So each dab looks different. So I'm always turning it. That's why these Klingons are amazing, because they are weighted so that like your wrist does not get exhausted or fatigued, if you want to say. So yeah, I could paint with this all day long, whether I'm dabbing or brushing. Okay, so Melissa, you agree with Anne, right? A little bit of purple. Leave rust, bring in purples and turquoise. Love it. Love it. I do love that. That's really cool. All right, I'm going to add a little bit, like everything to tie in. So I'm going to bring some rust down here. And, yeah, I don't know. This brush isn't going to work because it's too big for this moment. What am I going to do? So I'm just going to use my other brush that had some blue on it. I'm going to dab some rust down here, just on the inside of the leg. And I'm going to bring a little bit of it, because I did get kind of a rough edge right here. I'm going to bring a little bit of the rust up and in without looking obvious, like I'm doing a correction, because I am. Okay, so I'm going to give it a little bit more fun. Boom. Okay, I'm going to leave that just like that. All right, so do you have any questions about Saltwash? It's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory, right? Terry. Randy and Terry, hi. How are you doing? Okay, and Sharon's here. Leave rust, bring in purples. Yeah, I'm still going with that. I'm going to do it. I am definitely going to do it. Well, I think we got a lot done today. And I'm going to figure out if I'm going to bring in some purples with just blending. But look at this, the way that this paper, the texture is so cool that I think we're just going to stay with texture. And the cool thing again about Saltwash is you can blend on it, you can add glazes, you can do a whole bunch of fun stuff. So that'll happen up here. Yeah, Bowie blue, and I've got to figure out turquoise. We have deep turquoise, and I've got to get some purples going. I love it. I think it's going to be so awesome. And then maybe the top, I'm going to refinish, and maybe we'll do that like in a Java stain or maybe a dark walnut. I think that'll be cool. It'll tie everything in. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to go work on those colors. And if I can figure out something, we will do that tonight, but I don't even know what time it is anymore. I've been having so much fun with this. So thank you for watching, and yeah, sprinkle this video if you'd like. I would appreciate it. I need to go live more often, and I will. Okay, so this was my Saltwash tutorial. I hope I'm not frozen, because it looks like I am down there. But Saltwash, what we do with it, what you can do with it. I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to be doing a little bit of dry brushing, a little bit of glazing, and it's going to be super fun. Okay, so take it easy, and thank you for watching.